ドジャースは今日、リーグチャンピオンシップシリーズ第2戦を落としてしまいました。パドレス戦で成功したブルペンデーを再び試みましたが、今回は裏目に出てしまいました。シーズンを救った戦略が、今回は逆効果となってしまったんです。試合開始から最悪の展開で、1回に1点、2回に5点を失点。ドジャースは追い上げを図りましたが、勝利には届きませんでした。今回は試合後の野球解説者3人による敗因の議論を行った海外番組の日本語翻訳をご紹介します。ぜひ高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いします。
Hello, welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers. John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garciaparra. The Dodgers dropped Game 2 of this National League Championship Series to the Mets. Tried to go with another bullpen game, which worked so beautifully for them in Game 4 of that division series against the Padres. Really saved their season, but it was the complete opposite today. It was a disastrous start to this game. They gave up 1 run in the first, 5 more in the second inning. And the Dodgers offense tried to chip away, but it's hard to win games, Jerry, when the top 5 guys in your lineup go 0 for 19.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't ideal, obviously, with the offense kind of sputtering to start. And obviously, they jumping on us right away. 1 in the first and 5 spot. That really hurt us. But, hey, credit the Mets. They came in, especially after the beating they had last night. They found a way to score runs early, and that was enough. And make no mistake, Dodgers did have their chances, but this is going to be a pretty good series.
Yeah, you mentioned about the bullpen, and they knew there was going to be a bullpen game, but it was just a little bit different, I think, about as far as the guys they went to, you know, right after the first inning. No surprise, Brazier starting the game. He's done it before when you're looking at a bullpen game. Excellent job. But then what we've seen, even though after giving up just that 1 run, it was good. Okay, 1 run, a lot of game left, that they ended up going to the long guy right away and Landon Knack, where the last game they were talking about, we're going to see how the game plays out, maybe some more higher leverage guys, try to see who has control of this game before you go to someone like that. And really that second inning, I think really just changed the whole dynamic of the game. Unfortunately, Landon Knack just didn't have it today. You know, he didn't have a really good feel of his pitches, his curveballs, I kind of bull germ. Fastballs high, curveballs hanging, and they took advantage of that. But on the flip side, I also think from the Mets side, Manaea had a really good pitching performance against the Dodgers. They really had trouble getting things going, even when they had opportunities. I mean, they did have 9 at-bats with runners in scoring position, but they couldn't really find that big hit, though, too, that could possibly change the momentum. They definitely bought, but didn't have that one that we were really looking for. We were like, there's that big one, maybe hitting a double play, hit the ball sharply, but couldn't find it.
Dodgers pitching staff coming off 3 consecutive shutout wins, 33 consecutive scoreless innings. We knew the streak was going to end at least at some point, Nomar, and it did early. First hitter of the game, first batter of the game, Francisco Lindor takes Ryan Brazier deep. And then, of course, you talked about Landon Knack really struggled with location and pitch execution in that second inning.
Well, we talked about Lindor, you know, having a tremendous season for the Mets. He's a big reason why the Mets are in the postseason. And he had a really good at-bat. He was battling against Brazier. It wasn't like it was just an ambush right now. He was battling. Then he gets a pitch he can finally handle, and then he ends up hitting that home run and put him on the board. But at the same time, Brazier limited damage right there, kept it at 1, then you hand it over to the rest of the guys in the bullpen. And really, it was all about the second inning. They really took advantage of some of the poor execution by Landon Knack. Balls over the middle of the plate, some breaking balls that were just hanging. That grand slam right there was just a huge blow, and I think really put it away, and it was an uphill battle for the Dodgers after that.
Yeah, you see the pitches middle of the zone, and they took advantage of it. Again, this Mets team, it's a very good team. Keep in mind, we said it before the series started, this Mets team beat a really good Brewers team. Okay, really good Brewers team to advance. Then they knock out the Phillies, who a lot of people predicted to represent the National League in the World Series. So this team is firing on all cylinders. They believe in each other. Once again, you got to go out and beat this team because they're playing really good baseball right now.
And we talked on the pregame show about the Dodgers having a lot of success over the years against Sean Manaea. His ERA lifetime against the Dodgers over 7, just 1-5. But we also talked about, Jerry, he's a much different pitcher than the one they've ever seen. Drops down that arm angle as well. He's using different pitches in his repertoire, and boy, he was effective all day.
He was effective. This is a completely different guy. The guy that we faced when he was in Oakland, the guy we faced when he was in San Diego, he was more over the top 3/4. Now he's trying to imitate the Chris Sale delivery, and boy, is it working for him. That fastball is playing up. You see it 92 to 94, probably to the hitter. 95 to 97 because he hides it so well. Hey, tip your cap, man. He went out and changed some things, and he's really pitched well for them.
Yeah, really extremely effective. You know, when you look at that delivery, it's really difficult on lefties. And then when it comes to a right-hander, you're really trying to see, okay, how do I have to attack when a guy is throwing from that type of angle? Feels like it's going to second base. A lot of times we used to talk about if it's coming from second, you hit it back to second when you're the right-hander. For a lefty, really difficult because you got to stay in there because it feels like it's starting from behind you. makes the adjustment, comes out there. We talked about it. He also is coming in with a different mindset, especially after being so successful against the Phillies in his last outing. He continued that momentum, and you know what? He did an excellent job stifling this Dodger offense.
It was 6-1 going to the bottom of the sixth inning, and the Dodgers had a huge opportunity to get back-to-back walks to start the inning, Jerry, and then the error on the second baseman, Iglesias, giving the Dodgers this golden opportunity, and they would leave the bases loaded in this inning.
Yeah, this is a tough error. This took a really nasty hop on Iglesias off the mound. This ball's hit hard. We got bases loaded, nobody out. Iglesias is as good as sure-handed guy there is in the big leagues. Here, two-strike approach. Edman does a great job putting the ball in play. Two-run signal. Now we got runners on first and third. And now I thought this is the moment here. We got to capitalize it. You see it, little seeing eye signal, but you put the ball in play. And Kike Hernandez hits it hard to third base, and they were able to get out of the inning with an inning-ending double play.
Yeah, that was a tough one. You know, that double play, and, you know, the at-bat during Kike, that first pitch, he was all over. He was ready, and he just pulled it foul. I mean, that could have been a double down the line, clearing the bases. Unfortunately, it goes foul. He battled, hits that ball. After you get two strikes, he had the right approach because he was looking up. This is one of those at-bats where you're thinking, okay, if there's a way you're trying to get a ball up in the zone to at least maybe get it in the air, maybe a sac fly, but at the very least try to keep it away from the ground. You do that to get two strikes. The next pitch, the next strike he had, he looked at a pitch up and he just missed it. He's probably going, that was the pitch, and then he ends up hitting that ground ball.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。ドジャースは今日の試合を落としてしまいました。しかし、このシリーズはまだ始まったばかりです。メッツは確かに強敵ですが、ドジャースにも十分な実力があります。今日の敗戦から学び、次の試合に生かすことが大切です。投手陣の